I'm gonna make chicken parmesan. I am gonna make my sauce from scratch. If you don't want to, you don't have to. I just don't have any tomato sauce, so this is my best alternative. First, you're gonna start off by boiling some salty water. I'm gonna also tell you guys about one of the lowest points of my life in the story term. So I wrote a short story and it's called Fever Dream. Here I'm cutting up tomatoes. I'm going to stew those down to make the sauce. So let me start the story. An announcer, and now it's time to play the most emotionally taxing game on TV, Rage or Cry. The audience goes wild. The announcer comes back. If you're not familiar with this game, here's how it goes. We have our contestant and we put them through a series of everyday scenarios and see how she reacts. Are you ready? In a small saucepan, add butter and your tomatoes to cook down. I also added in some minced garlic to the pot because I love garlic, about 3 to 4 cloves. The host comes in
You gonna
and
text me?
says, today's contestant is a 30-year-old single mother that lives with her mother. I run in and immediately trip, unaware that the floor moves in order for that to happen. I spring back up, waving to the roar of the crowd, and I go behind the bright red and yellow podium. Oh no, are you all right? Says the host. Yeah, I'm okay, giving a very feeble thumbs up. The host goes on. That's good. Tell us more about yourself. I'm an underpaid, burnt out medical professional. I have a business that I have put the bare minimum effort into because I think I could be really good at it, but I don't have a real support system. I have undiagnosed anxiety and depression. I hold on to music like a life raft in the middle of the ocean, clinging on because I can't really face how god awful my adult experience has been. I have one daughter that I feel like by the day I'm failing her because of the lack of energy I have, which causes me to feel even more bad. And for some reason, I want to have another kid. Next, you're going to take your chicken breast and cut it in half so it can be flat. Take a mallet or your hand and pound it out. After you flatten your chicken breast, you're going to set up a dredge station. You're going to have breadcrumbs, flour, and egg. Back in. Wow, that's amazing. Well, good luck to you, and let's play the game. Rage or cry, goes the audience. You're changing shifts, and you have been observing a patient for your entire shift. Your relief is late because they your relief is late because they're short on the next shift. You wait diligently for someone to come and interact with you. You even reach out to the charge nurse, but now it's 8 o'clock and no one has come to relieve you. So you walk off, and on your way out, your fellow coworker says something snarky about waiting until someone shows up. How do you react? H. Ding, ding, ding. That is correct. That is correct. An arrow of the meter starts to move slowly over to the left. The lights are blaring down and I begin to sweat profusely. The host, the nervous some people, am I right? The audience laughs. Yeah, but it's cool. I had already clocked out, so it don't matter. Next scenario, please, says the host. Stomach growling, and you go over to the grocery store that you frequent to get some food for the day. How about tacos? That sounds nice. You spend about 30 to 45 minutes trying to decide how you can stick to your diet as well as budget so you don't have to spend any money on Uber Eats. You finally get to the checkout line and, uh-oh, your link card is nowhere to be found. It dropped out of your pocket somewhere in the store. You frantically retrace your steps to no avail. You go out to your car and you get your AirPods so you can be able to be hands free and get to call the replacement. You reach in your pocket and your AirPods are nowhere to be found. You dropped your case as well. Rage or cry. When you're done dredging your chicken, it's time to put your pasta in this water. I wanted to get those pasta noodles that I've been seeing on the internet. I don't know what they're called. I don't even know where to get them. They look like lasagna noodles, but thinner. They got like linguine noodles, but with ridges. I don't even know. Can somebody let me know what they are called in the comments down low? After you get your pasta in this water, then you're going to fry up your chicken breast over medium heat in a pan with about a tablespoon of olive oil and a tablespoon of butter. Sage. That is correct, says the host. I know someone saw you dropped your items in the store, and instead of being a decent human being and return them to you, they decided to keep them for themselves. Audience that was laughing. I know his teeth had to be fake at how huge they are. Dang, it's hot in here. Bowls of sweat. Wipes the sweat from my brow. At this point, I'm checking the seasonings on my tomato sauce and making sure everything tastes good. I just go to my car with $70 worth of groceries and go to my friend Joker's house. He offered me his crib while he's out of town. It's not the best maintained, but at least I can get some uninterrupted sleep in the bed. I had a Parmesan cheese into my tomato sauce and cooked that down some more. Next, I added pasta water to it as well to thin it out. The host comes back in. Wow, that was nice of him. It's interesting. We're gonna take a quick commercial break, and when we come back, we're gonna take a quick commercial break, and on the second half, we're gonna come back to rage or cry. So since I couldn't find the pasta noodles, I just took some regular lasagna noodles and cut them up into strips. His gaping mouth was reminiscent of an anus. The lights lowered and my eyes were still squinting from the brightness. I could almost make out a black painted gate that's now dipped in rust. The call with AT&T was disconnected and I was trying to get out of my car with my groceries. I'll call them back when I wake up. Here's a package. Let me take it in. But then the lights were up, and once again, my face was drenched in sweat. Your chicken fillets should be nice and crispy brown, so you should flip them and add your sauce. And then when you add your sauce, you put your cheese on top and put it in the oven for 400 and put it in the oven at 450 degrees for 20 minutes. Next, I'm gonna make an Alfredo sauce for the noodles instead of just putting more tomato sauce. I think it's a nice little deviation from the norm. The host comes back in. Welcome back, and if you're just joining us, our contestant is 2 notches away from a complete rager. What do you usually do when you get home from work? I bet you're tired and hungry. Go put the groceries away and make a nice meal. You go to the kitchen, there's a few dishes in the sink. There's no bag in the garbage, so you can't straighten up how you want to for your prep area. It's a rapidly impending doom. But wait, what's that on that plate? And on that dish towel? Oh, it looks like mold! You put your groceries in the refrigerator and decide to order out anyway. Oh no, what was that stain on the floor you just stepped in? In an effort to calm yourself down, you sit on the couch and want to watch TV. There's no remote! You sit back on the couch and you plug your phone up. You look over and at the top of your lungs, you yell, "How long has this Sunday been here?" One stoic expression now turned into a deep grimace. The lights transitioned into a red as I felt the anger and frustration grow inside me. A soft, harmonious chant echoed in my ears. Rage, 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 rage. Ring, ring, ring. A phone begins to ring. It sounds like a bonus is on its way. The audience unanimously chanted, "Answer that phone." This comes in and says it's your daughter's school. She hasn't turned in an assignment in 2 weeks. She has an F average. A full-on rager, like Retzko. Before I knew it, I called my daughter and chewed her out. And in the middle of me speaking, I got choked up and hung up. I can't do this anymore. I don't want to do this anymore. I'm tired. The lights are now blue as an ocean. The host chimes in. What an interesting turn of events. The emotion meter swung from blind fury to hopelessness. Host fading away. Join us next time. Everything was gone and I was there in a puddle of my own despair.